Alright, so good afternoon and sawadika everyone. Alright, so welcome to my class, and this is Economics IGCSE, right, second semester, right, and we are on the first chapter of our book, right, first half of our book rather, and this is the last topic that we will be discussing, which is about firm. And fortunately, you have discussed this one towards with teacher Jay, I presume. And I believe this, you still can recall most of these key words that you'll be seeing, which is about classification of firms, small firms, the causes of growth, mergers. Can you still recall this word, teacher Jenny? All right, by the way, teacher Jenny is our business track teacher, all right? And economies and diseconomies of scale. All right. So our objective right here is first to be able to identify those types of firms, okay, economic sectors in which they operate. So what are those? Primary, secondary, and tertiary. So we will have a refresher of this one later on. We make sure that we will be able to identify some of those examples and classify them all together for which they belong to. All right. Describe the advantages and disadvantages of small firms, the challenges facing them, and the reason for their existence. Okay, so in this case right here in the economic sector, would you go for a small firm or a large one or the partnership? What type of industry would you like to be in? Right? That's another question. Okay. What about you operating and subsequently you were able to, would you like to buy an existing business already? Would that be one of your options for you to be like, an easy gain, all right, or an easy profit? That's one of the considerations that you may take into the causes and forms of growth of firms, right? Chair, can you help me read this one? Distinguish
between internal growth in the size of firm. For example, through increased market share, and external growth in the size of firms. For example, through mergers.
Okay, so the reason why we are at business is for us to grow. Okay, but there's a lot of areas to be considered when we're talking about growth. Okay, the employees, okay, the site, the cost of production, right, and which includes the facilities, and again the type of industry at the same time, firm that you would like to have. Okay, a small one, big one, or a very big one, okay, as a starter. And mergers right here. How do we describe? Paris, come on. Give it to me.
Describe using examples the advantage and disadvantage of different types of mergers between firms. For example, vertical and
conglomerate. Okay, so this is this is always like a challenge for business starters. Okay, actually that is another consideration after you already established your business. Okay, this is for expansion already. But the idea of merger right here is all about like for you to expand. Would you like to make sure that your target market will be outside of Bangkok or just inside of Bangkok or international? But that will be a different discussion already. If we were talking about international, it will be a lot of costing. Okay? Economies of scale, and these economies, are you considering also about the costing? For what reason? You wanted more gain or profit. Okay? So I believe that each one of you, when you start a business, what is your aim? Profit. Come on, let's be more realistic. No, because we wanted to help this one. Okay, come on. In business, it's more about like gaining. First, but we make sure that all the other areas of business aspects will be considered taken as well. Alright? That's so greedy if it's only about gain. Okay? But that is primarily, I would say. We're being realistic right here. So classification of firms, the different types of firms. All right. So we have right here. Okay. I want you to read right here starter first. Come on, photo. Human effort.
Human effort and natural and human-made resources are needed to produce goods and services. However, these resources alone will not produce goods and services that satisfy human needs and wants. For example, simply buying some wood and other materials and hiring a group of people to work together in a factory will not result in production of tables and chairs.
All right. Stop there. Okay. This is what is the first thing that you should understand if you would like to start up a business. Would you like to manufacture? Would you like to do some services? Would you like to do the selling? Like, oh, it's so difficult to start a business, like getting the raw materials and then mold, create, blend, mix, or fix anything, and then what happens next? Who will buy the product? But before that, we always make sure that we have a target market who will be using our product. Okay? And which area are you at? Okay, let's say for example, in this area in your school, okay, what are those things that we will be needing first, okay, for you to considering the students, what do you think is the primary concern of students? What goods or services do they need right here in school?
Teachers.
Teachers, okay, which is services. What about goods, something that is needed apart from services? What do you think? Tables, okay. Pencils, okay, which is about, okay, our primary concerns for learning, and also about food, okay. What is the other aspect, okay? This is about the educational aspect, but without the food, which is another aspect for considering for learning, if you're hungry, can you learn? Okay. So that will be one part of considering when it comes to creating a business. Okay? But why is it's important for you to understand the industry? Okay. The industrial sector which they operate, okay, we have private sector and we have state-owned enterprises and public sector. This is another way. Do you think the government should be interfering with the industry? Do you think privately alone you can do it? Okay, with all the finances and funds that you have. Okay. By the way, you will not be soliciting most likely for establishing a business. Even if you're rendering only about services. Let's say, for example, me as a teacher, what is your fund as a teacher? I mean, we need to go here also pay transportation allowance, pay the transportation, so we need money as well. Although we are rendering business as our capital, okay, so still money is involved. All right. So let's have a look right here about primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Okay. Without me explaining first, and let's see how does it go if you can still recall your learning with teacher Jamie. What seems to be happening right here with the primary sector? All right. Chill, come on. Can you mention the industries stated right here in this slide, primary sector?
Crops and animal production, forestry and logging, fishing, mining,
Quarrying,
oil and gas
extraction. What seems to be like common with this one? What do you see?
Human labor.
Right, human labor, okay, yes, exactly. Natural resources, okay. Okay, so mostly they're extracting the first materials to be needed, okay. And it doesn't mention right here who's using. So when we do the fishing, do they consume it? Not yet. Okay, when we don't have the end user right here, or consumer. Oil and gas extraction, right. What is this? What picture is this one?
Yeah, mining.
The mining, okay. And what about this one? Okay. Crops, okay. So this is like farming. This is like the okay. harvesting or something, the end process of the farming. All right, secondary, all right. It says right here about manufacturing, okay? And primary is all about extraction of natural resources, right? Very good that one, okay? Human labor. Although there's some machineries needed to have it extracted. Before, manually, probably, we're using it. Secondary, Faris, can you mention those stated right here?
Food processing, textiles, paper, pulp, and agriculture. Chemicals, oil and gas, refining, chemicals, rubber and plastic products, fabric, metals, computer, electronic, and optical products, water collection, treatment and supply, electric power generation, transmission and distribution, construction.
Right, perfect, right? So it seems that on this process, we are on the second phase already. We're in, all right, unprocessed natural resources and other unfixed to make other goods, okay? So we are already on the second phase right here, right? Are we seeing the end users already right here? Not yet, okay, not yet. Okay, so still they are being molded, created, fixed, right? Manufactured, have to be finished first to reach the third phase right here, and which is, okay, photo. What about this tertiary sector right here?
Wholesaling, retailing, and repairs, transportation and storage, accommodation and food services, publishing and broadcasting, telecommunications, banking and insurance, real estate, public relations, administration, defense services, education, arts and entertainment, healthcare, legal services.
All right. Do you understand about legal services? Who are those people?
Police,
Okay. What else? Police,
teachers,
education. It can be legal. This is a legal service, but we're probably lawyers, we're public service by the way. Yeah. All right. And okay, as you can see right here, this is already the third phase. Okay, we're moving to the end user. All right. So there are, I wouldn't say like a middleman or a transport, the last phase for the end user to be able to use the product, okay? Either service right here or goods. All right. All right. Healthcare, doctors, what else?
surgeons,
Surgeons. As many as you can, what you can see in the hospital.
nurses,
Nurses.
receptors,
Hmm. Doctors, we call also physicians, all right? Eye doctor, any classification of doctors, in case of healthcare. All right, so we have all of those. Okay, so I wanted to have a short activity for this one. Okay, so let's see which state of production. Okay, so we have a simple activity right here for you. Make sure that you label it from 1 to 3 each space only. So for number 1, let's say for example, give me 1, 1, 2, 3, just push.
Well, we get one.
I'll pause this one first. Let's see if it's recorded. Oh, sorry. So are the 3 columns any sort of problem? This is primary, secondary, and tertiary. I guess some of those were mentioned a while ago. Let's see how fast you're able to recall.
Is there for a service?
Decorating. Yeah.
Just three.
Why are you asking me that one?
You have to answer that.
You're cheating. How would I say it in a nice way for me not to be able to say the correct answer? We're going to include this one also in our exam. Okay. This one is already served as a rendering. But can be also on the second phase right here for you to be able to provide the product. Okay. So
So, about furniture. Furniture is only a product, right?
yeah, but this is the services, this is the product. Alright, very good. You need to understand about how this is. Because even if you have the furniture, okay, the woods have been extracted already and turned into the furniture, and then what happens next? Okay. It should be so.
It's engineering, considered secondary or tertiary.
Okay, let's go back to the, sorry, okay. For me to avoid giving you the answers right here, okay? And tertiary, it says right here that firms will use it to provide services or part of the tertiary. Firms will use it that provide services, okay? Distribution and sale of manufactured goods. Distribution of sale of manufactured goods, right? Unlike with the secondary is unprocessed natural resources and other unfinished product. Okay.
So it's three. Oh, two.
Which one? Which one?
I thought it was three.
No, which word? Sorry.
Engineering. I finished all.
is already the services that we're rendering to that.
Doesn't it give us service? I thought it only
Yeah, because okay. It should be on the third right here, right? Because we're talking about engineering services right here for you to be able to transport the goods already. You're not actually molding the product to have it on the third phase right here. 2 more minutes. Understand this one, sorry. That's just good. Sorry. Right. Wait. Sorry. Loss. Okay. Right. Okay, let's answer this one. Okay. Okay, what about your answer for television and broadcasting? Secondary? Why even secondary?
Isn't it third?
This would be third, okay? Alright. And then what about filmmaking? Oh, easy na. What's okay with services? Okay? Right. Alright. And because we're thinking about the goods to be transported, okay? The final product. Okay. What about, okay, let's check right here. Shipping? Secondary, okay, I agree. Decorating? Okay. But like my question a while ago, is it like the decorating is for you to as the services rendered as by the customer. What are you decorating, by the way? Like the house? Alright. Okay, and then construction, health services,
Secondary.
farming,
Primary.
primary banking, third, tertiary, hotels. Alright. And furniture, secondary, okay. Retailing, tertiary, okay. And then engineering,
Secondary.
advertising, universities, motor cars, mining,
Primary.
okay. Chemicals,
Secondary.
and restaurants.
Secondary.
Okay, let's see how we did on this one. Okay, I'll give you the answer key. Alright. And let's see if we can dispute right here the answer key. Alright. So let us see right here if we will all agree or we will dispute our answer. So the book answer right is fishing, forestry, farming, and mining are only for primary. Okay. So engineering, yeah, we put it right here on the second because although I'm disputing this one, I was thinking about the as engineers, as services, okay, you have a good point on that one. Right. I don't think we have any issues on this one, except a while ago you said filmmaking on this secondary over here.
Producing.
Alright. Okay. So, any other dispute on your answer which is not clear, so we can have a clear view. Probably they could have mentioned clearly what is stated on the specific item, alright? Is the engineering services towards, for example, the actual services being rendered to the customer, alright? Okay. You can copy this one by the way. Alright. So we can proceed right now with our right. Most firms are owned and financed by private individuals, okay, which is less complicated, alright, and it can generate more revenue, just like what I've said. Okay, the less shall we say, people involved in the partnership right here would be a less for, shall we say, sharing will be involved. Their productive activities and their costs so that they earn a surplus or profit. Okay. In this learnings right here, I want you to understand is about firm, organization, in the private sector. It wasn't mentioned, but the partnership wasn't mentioned right here, and I was thinking about how joint or stock-related company is the same as partnership. And in this case, we have a conception that when it's a partnership, how many people are involved in a partnership by the way business? two or more. Okay, there's always a wrong perception about some of my students. Like, sure, this one partner, only two. Okay, so we have to erase this kind of idea and make sure we understand thoroughly the concept of ownership. And these are the things that we need to understand about a business, the legal form. Okay, this one has to be taken all in rightful manner. Okay, which means that for you to be able to have a business, established business, is that it is being registered, recognized by the government, and taxes are involved. Okay, for you to be recognized and for you to be able to succeed as well in your business. The ownership right here, we have the control and main source of finance and distribution of profits or surplus. Okay? So, of course, this is the less and the easiest way of ownership, which is the sole trader right here. Owned by one person. Do you have any shall we say, doubts on this one? It's the owner is the main decision maker. Okay? Sole owner. The owner's personal savings, alright? And the owner receives any profit, but is also personally responsible for any business debts. Okay? Less complicated. What about this one, joint stock? Can you read everything for me, Jill, so we can have a further understanding? Then this part over here.
Joint stock or limited company. A company is owned by one or more shareholders. A company will be managed by one or more director appointed by its shareholders. The company is financed by the sale of shares to shareholders. A private limited company can only sell shares to private individual. Any profit made by a company belongs to its shareholders. Shareholders are not personally liable to repay any company debts.
Right. Okay, so actually, I want you to understand first all the mechanics or requirements being done for each legal form of ownership. Okay, and I want you also to have a review first with teacher Jen's lesson, so we can compare right here. So we're taking up in economic perspective, but nevertheless it's the same, right? We just need to review this one because it will be taken into consideration as part of our final exam. Okay? So we have cooperative and charity. Most likely we're concentrating on like with the sole, with the partnership, and then with the large firm. Okay, but this one they have included cooperative and charity. So we will pause for the meantime on this one. Okay, we'll get back later on, right? Because I want you to, that'll be your assignment for the meantime, to review some of those learnings that we have, like I said. So I'll check on teacher Jen's book as well, just to make sure. Alright, that is for the business wrap. Okay, and we will also understand about state-owned enterprises. I want to ask about your BTS and MRT. Is it a state-owned or a private company? What is your knowledge on this one? I mean, we're talking about your transportation right here, the Sky Railroad Transit for the BTS. What do you know about that one? Is it semi or fully owned by the government, or state-owned, or is it a private company?
It's semi.
Semi? Do you understand the part, was it discussed in your other subject also? No? Do you understand about the part, the sharing? Is it like 80% state-owned or 40%? Half-half? Okay, that will be assignment also, alright? Okay, so, and we will have a understanding about state-owned ownership, alright? For the next round of our activity, right? So we can wrap up. We will continue on with the next topics right here. All right. The next will be about the relative sizes of firms. Okay. The measurements. I believe that you met also this kind of learnings, right? It's nice, all right? So we are kind of doing a review only. Okay? The market share, right? And we will have some of this analytical analysis, okay, of the figures being mentioned in this activity, all right? So get ready for this one in the next round. Okay. So your assignment will be for the state-owned understanding about the state-owned business in regards to the BTS. Okay. What was the second one? To review about the types of ownership. Okay. And then we will proceed more with the size, or how does we understand or measure the size of the firm. Okay. The employees, what else? Capital invested, technologies, and other concerns. Alright? So there's no action for today, and we will finish this one for the meantime to continue with our lesson for next week. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, teacher.
Finish it, you can have your day. Where are you going?
Upstairs.
Okay. How about the boys? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Okay, stay here with me. Okay. Finish it. Make sure.
Also, first, if they study or not.
Oh, yeah. All right, then. Don't loiter around, okay? Make sure. I have my spy there, okay?